Socrates said, "Education was the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel." His idea has now been inverted. The standardized system of education in the United States has the sole goal of filling the vessels with knowledge deemed necessary by certain groups of people like the College Board. And while some claim that standardization, cookie-cutter classrooms, and generalized tests are beneficial, it's demonstrable that they're not. This system claims to be the best way to spawn a better-suited generation to inherit the products of dying men and solve the problems of an ever-growing world. But really, how does one expect to repair a problem when the mentality of the fixer is the same as the creator? The true problem lies in the current system's inability to nurture the minds of children and enhance their creativity. In addition, its very design does the opposite of that. By forcing a certain mindset and system for critical thinking and problem solving, it takes out the thinking and solving, leaving only a critical problem. That problem being the lack of originality and creativity in the general public. The system is failing so many, leaving them trailing in the dust of their classmates, because not every person has the same capacity or way of thinking. It's like forcing a bunch of different shapes into a square. Some of them fit, and others don't. Or as Albert Einstein said, everybody's a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. The system has also shown its ineffectiveness through statistics. Recently, the US was ranked 15th in the world for literacy by OECD, an absolute embarrassment for the country that claims to be the best. In science, we were ranked even lower at 29th, and the same goes for mathematics. How can we claim to have a successful system when it produces substandard results in comparison to much of the developed world? Another factor that shows how education is failing us is the lack of excitement and motivation seen in students. School has become a dreaded activity, when in reality it is something that should be valued by everyone and welcomed with excitement. How can a system be expected to succeed if the people participating cannot find happiness in it? What we need is a revised system, a system based around the needs of the individuals, not based around what a certain group of people thinks is best. A method for educating that can nurture the creativity and self-expression in people while balancing the necessary information needed to survive and prosper in the modern world. An existing model that has proven to be beneficial and is based around individual creativity and exploration is the Montessori approach. It focuses learning around freedom to expand and explore whatever the individual wants, while still being able to provide solid education in all core subjects, such as math, English, science, and social studies. Montessori has proven to be highly effective, delivering many CEOs and other important figures over the years since its inception by Maria Montessori. A system like this is beneficial because it doesn't squander the uniqueness of each person's thoughts by training their brain into a certain school of thought, or filling the metaphorical vessel proposed by Socrates. Instead, it allows each person to choose what activities they will partake in with their time, freeing the mind, or providing the metaphorical kindling to the metaphorical flame. Some people would make the argument that a lack of structure would fail, but the success of Montessori and other such systems shows that in fact it works better as far as productivity goes. Since it nurtures the mind, students feel compelled to learn and expand their minds, versus the current system in which people feel forced to learn, taking away the excitement of the education. To quote another philosopher, Plato once said, "The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life." So let's make education successful and effective for every person individually, so that everyone has a bright future.